Hello everybody, this is Caro at Lacey's Creations here in South Australia. A sweltering day of 40. No air conditioner in my craft room, so I'm hoping to get through this pretty quick and get back out to my beautiful cool lounge. So today a little bit different, something a bit different for me. I've been tagged in a collaboration called #YourTurn, and it's been put on by Carrie at the Paper Monkey. I'll link her down below after I'm finished this. Now the idea is, it's a bit like a chain letter, I guess. The idea is somebody tags you, you make a tag, and then you tag the next person. So the person that's tagged me is Nat Williams from her channel. If you don't know Nat, pop over and visit her channel, and she puts on lots of hauls and she shows lots of the books that she gets, and lots of secondhand hauls from op shops and what have you, and she does lots of tutorials and things like that. So if you don't know Nat Williams, pop over there and check her out. I'll get on with it. So Carrie, I went back and I hadn't heard of her before, so I joined up with her, subscribed with her, and she spoke a little bit about the, I guess, challenge you might call it, but she said you don't have to make a tag, you can just talk about tags. So, and I've looked at, there's 100 odd tags in the playlist, so you can, it's been going on for quite a few months, so you can pop over there and have a look at those and decide what you want to do. So I thought I would actually talk about some tags. Being an old woman, a sentimental old woman, I have a couple of very sentimental tags here. So I thought I'd just have a quick run through of those. And just say that tags aren't just for books, just for your journals. They can be beautiful gift cards, or they could just be a little gift, or you know, used as a giveaway or whatever. But this tag here, I've had this tag for nearly 15 years. My older sister made this and came round one night and just gave it to me, and it just has a little dictionary meaning of home there, and she's printed an old home onto a piece of fabric and then just layered it up. Look, she said, oh, it's nothing, it's just something I made. But to me, I've carried this around for 15 years. I've moved from New Zealand and back to Australia and up to the Kimberleys and down and up to Cairns and down, and this tag has come everywhere with me. So it's very special. And this is a new one. This is a new tag that I got. I've made a very nice friend on Instagram called, and her Instagram is LilyNZ.13. And you can pop over to her page, and she sells things on Instagram, and she makes, what she has sent me has been very beautifully made. And this was a little tag that she gifted me with a journal that I bought from her. And I just love it. So these tags, I hang them in my craft room, and they're just very special to my heart, so I just like to keep them. Now this little tag here is a little story behind that. When I was up in the Kimberleys working, and I had a friend down in Melbourne, Diane, and we were both thinking of doing junk journals at the same time, and we were both buying up things online, and me being living remote, I couldn't buy anything anywhere except online. Anyway, I made Di my very first junk journal. It was a medieval junk journal, and that was the very first one I made. And then a few weeks went on, and I said, have you made anything yet? Have you made anything yet? And no, she hadn't. And so then one night I said, well, you've just got to start with a tag. Anyway, she started with this tag, and she's decoupaged the serviette on and glued little wooden hearts, and she went to so much trouble, and little embellishments, and hung these beads and charm, and then hand stitched all the way around. And I thought she did such a great effort. Anyway, I don't think she's done anything more, but I've had this tag now for a few years as well. And then this one, when I first started junk journaling, I was following G. Kerr from Happiness and Crafting, and she made this layered up tag, and I followed along the tutorial very diligently, and it's all stitched, and it's got lots of layers and layers of paper, and I thought it had straw in it actually. Maybe the straw's fallen out because I've had it for a few years. So that was my very first tag I made from a tutorial. So I never gave that up either. I never finished the back. And so anyway, they're just 4 tags that are very sentimental to me. And I'm just going to carry on the theme tonight and make a sisters tag, and just encourage you to maybe think a little bit different about some of your tags, and just, be a little bit, make a very sentimental one and give it to one of your friends or your family, and that sort of thing. I know I'm a silly old woman. Anyway, we'll start. I have got the pieces ready because I know I talk a lot, and I thought, well, I'll just get some of the pieces ready. So I have a wooden tag. Where have I done with it? Here, that I got in an op shop actually. It's made out of wood, and I just use that as a template. I quite like that top on there, so I use that a lot on the template. And this is just some thin, it's not cardboard, craft paper. So let's just get on, and I'll glue that on. But yeah, it's funny how you can have some things for years and years and never part with them. Now, this is the first time I've done anything like this on screen, live. I don't know what you call it. I don't even know what the terminologies are. So you'll have to just have a little bit of patience with me. The only thing I've done is some flip throughs of my journals. In this paper, it's a very old jotter pad that I have, an old school one, probably from the 70s, and I've just embossed it with this I've had a blank script writing, and I've embossed it, and it's just, I'm not sure that you can really see it, but it is beautiful. And then I've texture pasted up the top there. So I'm not going to worry too much about the back at this stage, but I'll just flip that over. Now I'm just using glue stick to put these together, just so that for the sake of being quicker. And then I'll probably go round and stitch it. Now I have this lovely old photograph of 2 sisters, so I just want to lay that down and pop her over the top. She's a nice vintage image out of a magazine, an old magazine. So I think I'll do it something like that. I'll just glue that. That's from 1957, that photograph. Now, this is the first time I've used my mobile phone in my, it's in a ring, a selfie ring, I think they're called. I'm not very technical. And I haven't a clue if I'm in focus, so if I haven't, this won't go up, but if I am, it will. So, and I fussy cut this beautiful image, and I've already inked all around her, so I just need to glue her on there as well. And is there anyone else that's sentimental and keeps things for years and things like that? We all have material things, I know, but I just think some handcrafted things are beautiful as well. So I don't want to cover up the sisters. I might have put them over a little bit too far. I can cut off the side of that photo. I'll just pop her there. wet wipe to wipe off all my glue. And this script embossing folder is a new one for me, and I absolutely love it. And just before I did this, I went through and I couldn't resist embossing lots of different papers. So, and this is some lovely wallpaper from Lily. Like I said, she's on Instagram. I don't think Lily has a YouTube, but she's on Instagram, and I know she has a little shop on there. So if you like wallpaper, pop over there and have a look what she has for sale, because she has some lovely vintage ones. And I love wallpaper, so I am a Kiwi, but I've lived in Australia for many years. I did go home to live for 12 months, but with 2 teenage daughters, it was just too expensive for us, so we came back. And when I saw Lily's wallpapers on Instagram, I messaged her, or left a comment and said, gosh, they remind me of my childhood. Everybody, in New Zealand, wallpaper was the thing. Everybody had wallpaper. And then I have a brother that's an interior decorator. When he started showing Mum and Dad the painted walls, they didn't like it at all. Excuse me. So I'm just going to cut down there now. I am cutting that photograph, which, some may think is the wrong thing to do, but anyway, that's what I'm doing. This side's not too bad. Yeah, so even though I've lived in Australia for many years, I came here in 1980, I still very much love New Zealand and all the history and everything that it conjures up for me. So I'm going to fold that up, but I won't glue it yet because I'm going to back that. And then I thought, I copied my sister's idea. I got the word sister out of the dictionary, but I added this other one, sisterhood, as well. And I've just hand stitched these little buttons and this piece of lace. And I think I've just ruined my idea because I was going to put it up here, and I know why. I'll have to change it. Lucky I'm only using glue stick, because I'm going to go around afterwards and stitch this all down, but I won't do that on camera. I think I took it up there because my original thought was to hang this off here, but I didn't want to lose the effect of that little pink flower there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue that on there like that. I think that, and then you can see the pink there and the pink there. Now I'm just using some of this Helmar's fabric glue for this, only because I've run out of everything else. Nat, if you look at Nat's page, she also has a link to Helmar's because she uses Helmar's all the time. And I've always been a Boyles user. I've used Boyles glue from Bunnings. But when I made my last journal, I couldn't get things to stick. And I thought it was because of the hot weather. And then my husband was in here after work one night and he goes, oh, look at that bottle. And I had a couple of old bottles sitting here of the Boyles. And he goes, they've changed their formula. They've taken out the acetone. And that's exactly what they've done. They've taken out the acetone and now it just doesn't stick the same. So I don't use it anymore. So now I'll have to change to Boyles, but I haven't been able to get out. And I got this one from Spotlight, and I got a premium craft one, which is Boyles as well, which does have acetone in it. And I got that from Spotlight. And but I'm going to try and buy bulk and buy it online. So I'll just trim around the top of this. And it should tidy that up a bit. But yeah, you know, greeting cards and birthday cards, all cards, they've got so expensive. I mean, you can buy the $1 ones and the $2 ones, but they're usually pretty tacky. But yeah, anything decent has got so expensive. So I just love this idea of making a tag and adding it to a present. And I'll cover the back before I'm going to use, so this is just some brown paper bag, and I've embossed it with that script folder. I'm just going to, drop my glue in my tray of buttons, that'll be right. And my daughter's staying with us, and she has 2 Great Danes, and oh, this heat is just terrible. If they were smaller dogs, I'd have them inside and let them, you know, have the comfort of the air conditioner. But 2 Great Danes, it's like having 2 horses in your lounge. You just can't. Well, my lounge is very small. I just can't do it. So I'm going to put that on there, just as a back end. Glue that up, and then I might just have I got a piece of lace? I might just pop a piece of lace. Oh, I can do that after. Glue that up there, and then we've just got a little pocket on the back, and I'll pop a piece of lace on there after. And that's all there is. Very easy. Oh, and then I'll just pop a ribbon on it as well while we're on camera. I'm a shabby chic person, as you might be able to guess from this. I like lots of layers and lots of texture stitching, and you know, put different laces together. If you pop over to my channel and have a look at any of my videos, you'll see I use a lot of lace and a lot of layers. A few years ago, I did one of my daughter's wedding, and it was my husband and I did all the catering and all the preparations for it, and it was on a farm, and we did it all shabby chic and vintage. And anyway, long story short, when my 2 little granddaughters, they were little at the time, they came and they said, "Oh, Nanny, and they saw all the marquee with all the lace, and I had 70 metres of bunting made out of vintage doilies. And they said, "Oh, Nanny, do you like lace because your name's Lacey?" And I said, "Oh, I suppose I do." But I've loved lace and vintage my whole life. So when I stumbled on junk journaling, purely because I was working in the Kimberley and didn't have anything else to do, and I just stumbled on this, and I just fell straight into it because everything about junk journaling is my favourite. I love lace, I love vintage, I love antiques. Now what I like to do with my ribbons sometimes, I don't always do it, but I often do it, is I just lay down a bit of glue like that. It doesn't want to come out. I think the heat's affecting everything. And I just scrunch this up a bit like that. And it just looks quite nice, and it's just a little bit different from just having your normal tags up there. It needs a bit more glue. I hope I'm still in frame. I'd hate to have to do this all again in this heat. And I'll put a bit on this side. Just do the same thing. Just scrunch it up. And obviously with your seam binding, I always wet that and scrunch it up so it has that nice wrinkled effect. I just do that, and then you can cut those off, or you can leave them how you like. I'm going to cut them off today, so I'll just give that a bit of an angle, that one. Give that one a bit of an angle, like that. And that's all there is. So that's a quick, easy little tag with a nice little shabby chic effect. In the back here you can slip something in there, and I haven't finished this, so what I'll do off camera is I'll go around and I'll stitch around it. I'll pop a bit of lace on here and I'll put another little writing tag in there, but that's basically it. So the person that I'm going to tag for this is Lynn Brunch, and she's over at, gosh, Pretty Papers 67. Oh, anyway, I'll link it down below. Lynn, I hope you have fun. I know Lynn's great. She has a Etsy store, and in her Etsy store she makes lots of tags and ephemera. So she's a real tag queen. So we're expecting big things from you, Lynn, and I'm excited to see what tag that you come up with for this challenge. Okay, that's all for now, and I'll see you later, and happy tag hunting, and I hope you all enjoy getting on board with this challenge at the Paper Monkey. Okay, bye-bye.